All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. And shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Now, as I was watching this video, you know how Esau do, right? Every time that you find out something to be self-sufficient, like the man, I think his name actually was Moses, but he created basically this machine that basically pumped out clean water by using the elements of the atmosphere. So he mysteriously died, if I'm not mistaken. But every time that somebody get some type of self-sufficiency, Esau destroy him. So I was thinking about this orangutan as we about to watch. I said, he ain't gonna last too long. Esau like, wait a minute, you find out that you can heal yourself, orangutan? But listen to this.
Tonight, remarkable research showing for the first time a wild animal using a medicinal plant on their own to treat an open wound. Scientists from a distance studying an orangutan with an injury on his face, just under his eyelid there. He is seen chewing a leafy plant and using the paste to relieve the pain and treat the wound himself. The injury healing after a week. Scientists say it's the first time they've seen a wild animal apply medicine to a wound. The study appearing in the journal Scientific Reports. Tonight,
So it actually made me think of a scripture, even though I already got this queued up. But now that just made me think of something too, because so you had a orangutan, basically fulfilling scripture and showing you that the scriptures is true. It said, for we can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. So now it said, honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses for which ye may have of him, for the Lord have created him. Now we understand that which is the next scripture I'm gonna get, that Esau is a forger of lies. He is a physician of no value. So verse 2, it said, for of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men shall he be in admiration. The Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor him. Now here's the thing. Everything is defiled in this world. Everything is defiled in this world, even our food. So let's get that real quick and then come back to the scripture. But it said, and Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I would drive them. So this is our punishment. The whole earth is cursed because the whole earth is waiting for the manifestations of the sons of the Most High when the Lord raises up. Right now, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Everything that we eating is, genetically modified. The medicines that we use are genetically modified. They would literally take the herb from the earth. That's why I do have some healing properties, but then they would add a whole bunch of chemicals to it. That's why when you see these commercials, what do it say? The side effects. There's no such thing as side effects. Only dealing with Esau Edom. In his medical system, there's a such thing as side effects. Medicine heals. Okay, that's what it's supposed to do. It ain't supposed to be no side effects, but it's because of all the chemicals that they, So even though, of course, you eat the best of the worst and you should strive to eat better, but you're really not. They just put, it's so much videos that come out talk about how they just put organic on a label, and those are the ones that be sprayed with the most pesticides. So we're not eating better, okay? But we do strive to, because you got to eat the best of the worst. But all this shit is horrible. You can't just give up, okay? So anyway, it said the Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor him. So this orangutan is wise.
Research showing for the first time a wild animal using a medicinal plant on their own to treat an open wound. Scientists from a distance.
And I love this because, like I said, the first scripture that I read, you can do nothing against the truth before the truth. So it just shows you that, now this orangutan is in the wild. If we had access, to the wild, like Esau Edom do, we would be able to heal ourselves. But guess what? We have to go to the pharmacy to get medicine. We got to go to these stores to get medicine. And before, they hit the stores, they already went through all type of transformations. All right, all the healing properties is out of it. See, this is so out in the wild. There are still things that you can heal yourself, but we just don't have the access to it.
Studying an orangutan with an injury on his face, just under his eyelid there. He is seen chewing a leafy plant and using the paste to relieve the pain and treat the wound himself. The injury healing about...
Now look at that. That damn eye was through, but look at it now, So, the Lord had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor him. And this is the fate. So Revelation 18 is the fate of Babylon the Great. And if I'm not mistaken, the scripture, and I'm going to get, is the last scripture of Revelation 18. But I just want to get the scripture because, matter of fact, I gotta get this scripture in the blue letter, actually. If I could show you the word sorcery. So it's the second to the last scripture. So it says, "And the light of the candle shall shine no more at all in you." So this is the judgment of Babylon the great city that ruleth over the kings of the earth. "And the voice of the bridegroom and the end of the bride shall be heard no more at all in you." Why? Because it's going to be destroyed. "For your merchants were the great men of the earth, and for by your sorceries were all nations deceived." Now, this is twofold. So when we get the word sorcery, but on the context of this video, we're talking about drugs, all right? But it's twofold. So the first two definitions is the ones that we want.
Strong's G 5331. Pharmakeia. Pharmakeia.
So pharmakeia, which comes from the word pharmacy, as we know today. So look, it said the use or the administering of drugs. Majority of people are on some type of medication. Okay. And I remember that devil, Yuval Noah Harari, which is Klaus Schwab's right-hand man, the leader of the World Economic Forum. He said that he want people to be on drugs and playing video games. Like he literally said, this dude, he be saying the straightforward shit. He really mean it. Like he says it and you think that he playing. He's not playing. Like, just like he said that humans are hackable animals now. You know what I'm saying? Then he said from 2020 into now, people are going to realize how everything been digitalized, or digitized. So, yeah, this devil, he said he want everybody drunk and drugged up and playing video games, So, this is what they do. Now, I grew up, in a family that have the diabetes and the water, I was shy that I didn't inherit none of these things. But, but my dad, my grandpa, my grandma, that side, that's the diabetes side. And my grandpa's side is the high blood pressure side. So I seen nothing but medication my whole life. My whole family was on medication for the most part. My friends' moms and parents was on, medication. All I seen was medication. All the commercials I seen over the years, medication. And it's still to this day. Most people are on some type of form of medication. All right. So the use or the administering of drugs, poisoning, okay, sorcery. Now this is the enchantments, the summoning of demons and, the things that they put on TV and the music. All right. So I really just wanted the first two definitions, but just to read the last two: sorcery, magical arts, which you can use for sorcery too. I mean, for the medication too, because you got to understand that they're conjuring up when they're mixing all these chemicals and stuff like that. That's sorcery and witchcraft. Who gives him the knowledge to do these type of things? Satan. Ephesians 6:12 tell you that. Spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay. So it says often found in connection with idolatry and fostered by it. Metaphor, the deceptions and seduction of idolatry. And that's what you call enchantments. Okay. Sorcery is really dealing on this context, not the drugs context, but the sorcery is really dealing with fortune telling, like the things that they show you in the movies and like the things what they're going to end up doing and it comes to pass. That's sorcery. Okay. The enchantments is getting you to accept it. All right. Charming you. That's what enchantments are. All right. But the use of administering and drugs. Everything is in the scriptures, man. So just to highlight how this word comes to life every day, you had a orangutan who was in the wild, healed himself from the medicines of the earth. And that's what we're going back to. Akwath and Akim. That's what we're going back to. All right. When the Lord destroyed this place, refreshed the earth, that's what it means, a new heaven and a new earth. All right. New Jerusalem coming down from heaven, coming down from the chariot. All right. And setting up shop. All right. And then, hey, so hopefully this video is edifying, and shalom.